Hello, all my dear friends. This is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer since 1968 or 9. Um, I can't believe how my career has gone and the beautiful friends I've made along the way. Um, I have decided that even though the dark side is trying desperately to destroy us, uh, this is not news to anybody on the spiritual path. Um, we can, if we choose to, bring more light to our planet because it doesn't take much. Light is stronger than darkness. And some of you have said, when are you going to be teaching astrology again? I'm going to be teaching it in within a couple of weeks. Um, and so if you have always wanted to be an astrologer, I am going to be teaching you everything I know about astrology, the course, if you choose to take it, and you can leave at any point if it's too, up here in your head. Um, the course will take about, I want to say 8 months. Okay. Because I'm going to teach you everything I know how. I will be there for you. Um, and so if you're interested, go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, and contact me. I'll talk to you. I'll explain how it works. Some of you have said, when are you going to teach astrology? I was waiting for the answer. And what I've seen is um, in order to lift the planet, we have to lift ourselves. If you are an empath, I'm an empath. We feel everyone's emotions. We feel everything. And it can really destroy a day. You know what I mean? So, I am going to carry those of you who are interested through my latest book. This is at the end of the astrology. Um, Secrets from the Womb. I had to look. Uh, this is the pièce de résistance. Uh, I have my name on it, but I didn't write this book. God wrote this book because I asked, why do I keep going back in my story? And I got the answer. So if this feels good to you, always go by how it feels. Amazon.com. Okay. Now let's talk about what's in store for us by sign. Aries, the first one in the zodiac, of course, always. Um, the sun starts off in your seventh house of partnership. So you want to get out there and be with people. You're meeting new people, whether it's at the gym or at work, or a relationship. The sun shines on those areas. Then it moves on the 23rd into the eighth house. And this is the area of joint finances. This is the area of secrets, transmutation, transformation, and Mars is there. That's the natural house for Mars. And so what it's going to help you see is what you want first. If you've got a choice, well, I want to do this, that, and that, you've got the choice. This is also the arena of other people's money, and you will do well helping other people with their money. Your psychic awareness is off the charts. I'm just saying, It is. It's glorious. Okay. So we have we have the full moon today. Let's see, is it today? Trying to Yes, it is today. And for those of you who live in Atlanta, my full moon gathering is tonight at the Phoenix and Dragon. Okay, so let's talk about this. Um, Jupiter is in your fourth house, and your home and your family are the world to you. Are you building a house? Great. Are you, do you live in a house? Even better. The new moon on the 21st is going to reinforce your relationships. The full moon now is I'm doing my thing my way. And you might say, well, I always do that. That's true. And you're doing it here again all the time. So on your mark, get set, go. Taurus. Well, first of all, Jupiter, the greater benefic, is giving you all kinds of terrific ideas. I love it. Are you writing a book? Are you doing a podcast? Your thinking is wonderful. It's optimistic. That can go so far in lifting the planet. Now, if you're depressed, it's not easy to lift anything. So you want to be optimistic, and Jupiter in the third gets you there. The full moon today says you need your solitude and privacy. Make sure you have it. And the new moon on the 28th once again says, I am working, I'm enjoying my work, um, and what you're going to find is that you are throwing yourself into relationships, whether they're business or romance. Enjoy both of them. Now, Gemini, hello, my fellow Geminians. This is very interesting. We're partying. We're ready to party. Absolutely, go for it. And on the 23rd, when the sun moves forward into your sixth house, you're going to be able to do great things at work with your health. You have health improvement indicated beautifully right here. I see it right here, right here. Um, and you will find also that you enjoy working out. It doesn't mean you have to kill yourself, all right? It doesn't mean you have to run until you want to fall down, but taking care of your health and your job because you're putting both of those first. Now, the full moon is in the universal house of Aquarius. And this puts you in touch with people from other countries, other ideas, other concepts and truths. And I love that. You're going to see people differently. 2 weeks later, uh, on the new moon, you're ready to um, just party, period. So it's a fun time. It's a time of healing your health. And it's a time of saying, I want to do it my way with my friends. Okay, Cancerians. Oh, you're such a nurturing sign. Um, and I think that's beautiful. First of all, you're ready to party also. It's very interesting, all these people, all these signs partying. Oh, no, Gemini is working. That's very good. I'm happy to see that somebody's doing it. Um, it is time for you to cross your T's and dot your I's. And as the month moves forward, it's a good idea to just do what you want, how you want, the way you want. I'm seeing a lot of this in the charts I'm doing today. All right. The full moon, of course, with today is sitting in your 10th house, your career, your public image, the way you do things. Move upward. Move upward. No lateral moves now. Move upward. Speak to the boss or be the boss. And 2 weeks later, you're ready for home and family. And once again, fun. This is great. Leo, great, grand, glorious Leo. All righty. Well, good. Your mind is going a mile a minute. I think it's terrific. Are you writing a book? I'm going to encourage you to do that. You're going to want to talk to people. You'll be on the phone more, perhaps, than normally. You've got great ideas. And on the 23rd, um, which is pretty much now, um, home and family are vitally important to you. Are you in real estate? This is your time. And you might say, well, the real estate market is not what it used to be. No, it's not. But you can still make it yours. Remember, you are Leo. So, with Jupiter in the 12th house, you need solitude and privacy. You do not want to be disturbed. Let me make sure I've covered everything here. The full moon today helps you see options you didn't know you had before. This is terrific. Did you want to take a trip to Europe? Um, Not so sure you want to do it right now with the airlines, blah, 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 blah. But you're wanting to do it. Higher education is triggered. Um, are you teaching uh, a subject? If you are, make sure you're at the top of the heap and do it from a position of knowledge. And then 2 weeks from now, go back and let's start writing that book. Let's start talking to people and sharing with them and give yourself time alone. Don't overdo. Okay. Virgos. Virgo, I've said this so many years now. What I suggest that Virgo do, no matter what you're doing, if somebody compliments you, just say thank you. Don't tell them why you were wrong or why a bolt was lost and you don't know where it is. Just say thank you because you are the perfectionist of the zodiac. And if I want to know how to do something, I'm going to ask a Virgo. So, um, your ability to create money right now, well, it started last month. This is super duper, and it's continued right now. You'll find that when you've got the money, and let me just look at something here. Okay. Yes. On the 23rd, you're going to be able to teach what you have learned. I don't mean that you're going to be a teacher and go back to school, but you can do that if you choose to. Um, Anytime somebody asks me how to do something, I point them in the direction of Virgo because you know exactly how to do it, how it should be done, and that's all she wrote. So now, Jupiter, the planet of abundance, is in your 11th house of friends. Put yourself in touch with old friends you haven't been with for a while. I think you'll enjoy it very, very much. Um, and you're impatient. Um, there's nothing wrong with being impatient, but you'll be impatient when people are not perfect. And if you don't think you're perfect, you're not going to be happy. Keep in mind that you are more perfect than any sign I know. And I mean that as a compliment. Okay. Um, the full moon, of course, has you a detective finding out what is really going on. And 2 weeks from now, you're going to be back making money. Please, it's awesome. Libra, this is one of my favorite signs. The last astrology class I taught had something like between the sun sign and the ascendant, something like 6 Librans. It was a fabulous class, of course. Now, you need to move into the top slot. You your fame, your authority without being negative at all, your natural optimism is triggered. Jupiter in the 10th. Go for it. Go for it. The sun sits in your first house, and so you're able to do it yourself. And by the 23rd, which of course, here we are, don't you love that? Uh, as it moves closer to the 23rd, not this 23rd, but later in the month, um, you're creating more money. And Mars is in that house, the second house of money. And that means wherever Mars is, that's what you put your attention on. And your attention is on creating money. Go for it. Absolutely. Um, and not only that, but the new moon um, in 2 weeks sits in your first house. And that's you doing your thing your way because you can. I'm blown away by this. Go for the top slot, okay? Don't listen to anybody who tells you otherwise. This is a super month. Scorpio, oh my goodness. Ah, Scorpio gets a bad rap so often, and that's not fair. Um, Yes, there are Scorpios who, well, they come from the dark side, but it can be any sign that comes from the dark side. It's not the sign, it's the thinking and the being. Okay? So, Jupiter is in your ninth house of the higher mind. And this means that you are able to see a big picture and share it with other people. Now, your sun is in the 12th house. Scorpio always needs a certain amount of secrecy, all right? It's there until the 23rd. And then it moves into the first house where Mars is sitting. Now, Mars is the co-ruler, roller. I'm so excited about some of the stuff I'm seeing here. You would never know that I'd worked on these before. It's like, oh, I love this. Um, okay, back to dignity. Got that much. Um, Mars is in the first house. And so, with Mars being in its own sign, Scorpio, there is no stopping you. You're not necessarily sharing your ideas and opinions. You're just doing it your way. Go for it. Mars is in that first house all month. I love it. I love it. Let's see if there's anything else. And the new moon at the end of the month says, I need my solitude and privacy. We all do, honey. We really all do. This is beautiful. Sagittarius. I love this. Everything that you've wanted when it comes to friendship, you will have. You're a super friend now. But by the 23rd, you want your solitude and privacy. And Sag, um, you're a very affable sign, which I love. But you need time for yourself now. I don't see anything that says, jump into a swimming pool and, make yourself known. Nuh-uh. What you're doing is nobody's business and you're doing it in privacy. Go for it. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Um, Jupiter is in your seventh house of partnership. And so everybody wants to be with you and you want to be with them. But you need time alone. Balance these two. Okay. Um, the full moon is in your fifth house. Good grief, party. By the last part of the month, you're saying, go away, let me sleep. And then the new moon, 2 weeks after that, puts you back in your 11th house of humanitarianism, humanity, and universality. This is quite beautiful. Hmm. Capricorn. This is very interesting. Let's see, where do I? Well, let's start with Jupiter in the seventh house. Is there somebody special in your life? Is there? Well, we'll just see. You'll also find that your work is expanding. And I like that very much for you because when the work expands, the money expands. Um, You are a friend to all right now, which is very interesting because you're a leader right now. So lead, and then on the 23rd, be the friend, the universal friend that you are. Fight for your friends. I don't mean carry a gun. I mean take a stand for them, and your friends come first. So the new moon, in case I hadn't mentioned it, on the second half of the month, the end of the month rather, is in your 10th house of leadership. Be the leader and be the friend. Aquarius. Oh my goodness, I love Aquarius. It rules astrology. I can't help it. I'm partial. You're seeing a big picture now. Um, what I've found is that the Aquarian is way ahead of his time. And I say his generically. Um, You all see a big picture uh, that others don't. I have known many Aquarians who are not from here. You know what I'm saying? And you see things. You see what's best for the whole, not for you necessarily, but for the body of the whole. It's beautiful. And so you have to, when you explain what you're doing to people, you may have to dumb it down a little bit because you're far-sighted, very far-sighted. Now, you're you've got a philosophical approach um, right now. On the 23rd, you're going to take everything you've learned so far and step up and be the leader. And it's a gift. Go for it. Be the leader in your career. Move upward. Take care of the whole and don't stop. Keep going. I think this is terrific. Um, the full moon, of course, is triggering your ideas. The new moon is opening you up to everything, concepts, ideas, thoughts, leadership. It's beautiful. And last but not least, Pisces. Beautiful Pisces. Okay, you are you're looking beneath the surface at what's really going on, and you're not understanding it necessarily, but you will. You will. Um, but first, what you're going to do is put your attention on how to make money. Oh my goodness. This is great. Grab the money and run is not what I'm talking about. I'm saying you will be able to create more money for yourself if you help other people do it for themselves. You're ready to party, ready for fun, ready to enjoy yourself. So if there's nobody special in your life, accept those party invitations or maybe throw a party. Let's see what else we have here. You will fight for your beliefs beautifully. And yes, you are going to want to travel. So I'm telling everybody who wants to travel to be very, very detailed because the airlines, Universal Airlines, they're having problems. Okay? So just hold that thought and take a stand for your beliefs. I love it. So I hope this has been a lift for you because if you watch the news, what you're seeing is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not even going to go any further with it. Uh, Let me remind you that I am inviting you also to take advantage of the readings I give. I'm offering a special. I don't know when I'll end it, but I'm offering a special on just about everything. So go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, look over my offerings, and select the one or ones that you would like. And until we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours, and may peace rule our world. May love rule our world. Bye for now.